About 5 months ago, I came across a challenge that guys were partaking in called semen retention. Now, at the time, I didn't know what this challenge was, but I was intrigued. So they say you gain a lot of benefits off of practicing semen retention, and I wanted to find out if this was true. And it is. Now, before we get into the video, I want to make myself clear. First off, I want to say a lot of these semen retention videos that are posted on YouTube makes it seem like they're selling you a product. Now, I'm not trying to sell you a product. I simply just want you to watch this video with an open mind, listen to all the benefits, listen to my experiences, and then you can decide whether or not this is something you need to try. The second thing that I want to say, everything that I experienced on this journey may not happen to you. Now, what I mean is my flat line could hit at day 90, your flat line could hit at day 30. Everybody's different. Everybody has different bodies, different structures, different organs, different genes. Everybody's different. What I will say is you're most likely going to experience these benefits, but maybe not at the same time as I did. Oh yeah, and one more thing that I would like to add. Semen retention is not the only thing that I practice in these 100 days. I've been practicing other things as well. So some of these benefits may intertwine with other benefits. So I'm not going to give semen retention the full credit for everything that I experienced because I practice other things as well. So it could be a mixture of, you know what I'm trying to say? It could be a mixture of different practices giving the same benefit. So with all that being said, let's jump straight to the video. Now, I'm going to be reading off my phone. I made a whole log from day 1 all the way to day 100 on everything that I experienced off of semen retention. This video may be very long, but if you stay to the end, I'm going to tell you all about the fights that I almost got into. So stay tuned, bear with me. Now, first things first. This is the first thing that you're going to notice as soon as you practice semen retention: more energy. Now, I don't want to make it seem like you're just going to be jumping off the roof, jumping off walls, running all over the place. No. What I'm trying to say is you're going to be more motivated and you're going to have more of an ambition to tackle on your day. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you're going to be like, all right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in that I'm ready mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's going to give you that energy you need to wake up in the morning and get your day started. Now, me personally, I experienced this around day 5 to day 10. Now, the second thing that I experienced off of semen retention, more testosterone. If you go back to the beginning of my channel, I did not have a mustache. Matter of fact, I didn't even have a lot of facial hair. Now, I'm not going to give semen retention all the credit for this. It could be because I'm just hormones growing up. Who knows? But I can tell you for a fact that I could never grow a mustache before semen retention, and now I grew a mustache. Now, as a result of gaining testosterone, your muscles could start to become more defined. As you see with me, my muscles got a lot of more definition in them, and I'm starting to look bigger and bigger as the months go by. Now, again, I'm not going to give all that credit to semen retention, but semen retention played a role in building up my muscles. Another thing, my voice got deeper, very deep. Here's the thing with deep voice. Yeah, your voice is going to get deeper, but it's not going to be deep on a consistent basis. It's going to show you how deep your voice can be, but you got to understand that as you go on through your days, you're going to give off a lot of emotion throughout your tone, and that's going to change how your voice sounds. Because everybody knows as soon as you wake up in the morning, you got that deep morning voice. Oh, I just woke up, I got to brush my teeth. And then as soon as you start doing things throughout your day, your voice gets higher because you talk to people more, you go out more, you give off expressions through your voice. So do you get a deep voice? Yes, but not on a consistent basis. It's going to show you the potential that your voice can reach, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to sound the same every single day, if you know what I mean. Now, the third thing that I experienced off of semen retention, more confidence and more motivation. This is exactly what I needed. When I first found out about semen retention, this is exactly why I did it, because I need I was somebody that always lacked confidence, and I was somebody that always lacked motivation. Ever since I started semen retention, I've been in the gym more. I've been posting videos more. I've been worrying about myself, reading more, getting out in nature, doing everything that I need to do to become a better person, doing research, researching my career, studying the stock market, basically doing everything that I want to do. Semen retention helped me accomplish those things. Now, the fourth thing that I experienced off of semen retention is wet dreams. Everybody's going to have a wet dream. Everybody's going to have a wet dream. I had probably at least, I'm going to keep it honest, I probably had at least 10 wet dreams on this journey. 10 wet dreams. This is because I was somebody that always used to jack off. Always used to jack off. I jacked off probably like 4 years. I've probably been masturbating for about 4 to 5 years on a consistent basis. So, wet dreams just come from your body not being used to not releasing. So your body has to release some fluid. And I want to clarify this too. Wet dreams does not count as a relapse. You see what wet dreams are? It's your body removing all that prostate fluid, all those bad toxic fluids out of your body. But you're not doing it consciously, you're doing it subconsciously. So it does not count as a relapse. Now, the fifth thing that I experienced on semen retention, stronger eye contact. Strong eye contact. Too strong, because I almost got in a couple of fights off of eye contact. So yeah, the eye contact game is strong. The eye contact game, you're gonna start to really love how well you can keep eye contact with people. You're gonna be like, you're gonna gain a sense of arrogance to yourself, because you realize that a lot of people that you come across can't hold eye contact with you, and that's gonna give you like this arrogance. But that doesn't mean be an asshole, be a cocky, arrogant piece of shit. That doesn't mean you're better than anybody. I'm just saying, when you practice semen retention, your eye contact game is on a whole nother level. A whole nother level. To the point where people are gonna hate. People are gonna hate. People are gonna want to get in an altercation. People are curious. People want to know what type of energy you're holding. People are gonna want to know who you are, what are you doing. People are just gonna be curious, because they realize that there's something new about you. You're not looking at the ground anymore. You're not, waving, looking back down. You're looking at people in their face for the first time, and it's going to catch a lot of people's attention. I can't tell you guys how many times I've held eye contact with people and they look away. I can't tell you guys how many times that I've held eye contacts with females and they look away. I can't tell you guys how many females that I've intimidated off of eye contact. There's been too many times where I look a guy in his eyes and he looks down. There's too many times where I look a guy in his eyes and, he gives me respect. He gives me the respect I deserve, because he realizes, oh shit, this guy can look me in my eyes and he don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, and not to mention, the females love the eye contact. Oh, they love it. They love it. They crave it. I mean, I can't tell you guys how many times I've gotten in like a eye fuck with another girl. And that's something that I've never done before until I practiced semen retention. I never used to look girls in the eyes. I never used to look men in the eyes. But ever since I started practicing semen retention, I was able to become more comfortable in social settings. So I wasn't afraid to look a man in his eyes. I wasn't afraid to look girls in their eyes, because my eye contact was engaged. It was unlocked. I was able to use it for the first time. And I want to say this. If you're not using your eyes on semen retention, you're doing yourself a disservice. Your eyes are key. Your eyes can do a lot. Your eyes can do a lot more than you think. You see, this is what people don't really get. You can hold an influence over people just through eye contact. Now, I'm going to get to that. The next thing on my list, I move on quicker. Now, what I mean by this is, say somebody was talking shit about me. Now, in the moment, I would be like, oh, why is this person talking shit? oh, I mean, what did I do? What did this person say? But then I realized, wait, hold up. I don't really care. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna move on. That's exactly how it is, cuz there's been times where, I mean, I'll give you an example. Just with world events like actors dying, Chadwick Boseman dying, the riots, everything that's going on in the world, I don't give my energy towards that. And if I do, I move on quickly from it. I don't really dwell on things. I don't really think twice about things. I just go with the motion. And whatever happens, happens. Nothing really puts me in my feelings. Nothing really puts me in my emotions. I just learn to pick it up and keep moving. Now, another thing that I experience off of semen retention is mental clarity. Now, this is going to tie in with not overthinking and not having weird thoughts and not having sexualized thoughts. I have a clear mind. You see, I can walk to an environment in the moment, not worrying about a damn thing. I'm just walking in public, minding my own business, not overthinking, not worrying about if somebody's going to jump me, if somebody's going to hurt me, if somebody's going to come up to me, if somebody's going to bother me. No. I'm just chilling, walking alone, minding my own business, living in the moment, and having a clear mind. And this is one of the things that I really appreciate about semen retention, because I always struggled with clearing out my mind. You see, I would always have these thoughts about the future, thoughts about the past, thoughts about this girl, thoughts about that girl, thoughts about, oh, what are my guy friends doing, thoughts about, oh, what's going to happen tomorrow. But I learned to just stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. Stay in the present. I learned that you can't really control the future and you can't change the past. So you just got to stay in the moment and make the best out of the current moment. It's all about the current moment. It's all about finding happiness in the current moment. You can't predict the future. You can't change the past. You got to live in the moment. And even when I approach girls, I learn to stay in the moment. You see, every time before I used to approach girls, I would think, oh, what if she 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 do, what if she die, what if she what if. But nowadays I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just go for it. And if it goes bad, it goes bad, but I'm gonna just give it my shot. And I don't think twice. I literally just go, live in the moment, walk, and start spitting game. Now, another thing that I notice off of semen retention is females can be their true feminine self around me. Now, what I mean by that is, you ever been around a female and she looks down on you? Well, when you practice semen retention, that doesn't happen often. Because every time I've been around a female, she's been her true feminine self. She's been her submissive self, the high-toned voice, the glare in her eyes, the smiles, the laughter, the touching. She's doing all that. So that's what I mean when I say she's being her true feminine self. She's basically embodying her role as a woman. She's not trying to be like this macho, oh, you're not good enough. No. She's going to be her true self around you. She's going to be submissive. She's going to be smiley. She's going to have that glare in her eyes. She's going to be all flirty. Not all girls. I don't want to say all girls, but a lot of the girls that I came across, they were their true self around me. Because here's the thing. When you embody all these masculine qualities about yourself, a female can sense that. And if you come around them and you are embodying masculine energy and you're just giving off masculine energy, she's going to notice that. And she's going to play in her role. She's going to let her guards down. She's going to be like, you know what? This guy isn't like any other guy. I'm going to just play it cool, be myself, and let him take the steering wheel. Now, another thing that I experienced off of semen retention. Men respect me. Now, I already made a whole entire video talking about men respecting you on semen retention. I'll link that up here. But men do respect you on semen retention. This is because when you make eye contact with men, they feel your energy. They feel, I don't want to say intimidated, but they feel like, oh shit, like this is a guy that can really see me for who I am. This is a guy that can This is a guy that takes himself serious. This is a guy that knows who he is, and this is a guy that I shouldn't mess with. So that's just like the energy and the aura you're giving off, and they're gonna pick up on that, and they're gonna respect you. Now, the next thing that I notice on semen retention is I hold a huge influence over people. Now, I don't want to snitch on myself. I don't want to get too deep into this story, but I want to give y'all a little example. About a couple weeks ago, I was at work, and I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to be doing out in the parking lot. Now, one of my coworkers was coming out to the parking lot to confront me about it, and luckily she didn't see what I was doing, so I told her straight up. I told her a straight up lie. I told her, woo 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 woo, I wasn't doing anything. I was just eating. I was on my meal, and she bought it because I was looking in her eyes and I was telling her like, hey, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything bad. I was just eating my food and taking my break, and she believed it. And this is something that I usually like to test on people. Every time I'm at work, I usually ask somebody, be like, oh, hey, can you grab that cart for me? Can you grab that basket? Can you clean that? Can you put this back? Can you help me outside? Can you do this? Can you do that? And most of the time people will say yes, because I have that authority. I have that boss mentality. I have that influence over people, and people pick up on that. So they're going to take me serious. They're going to take everything I say and actually do it. Another example, there's been times where I asked my manager if I could get a couple hours to spare, and usually she doesn't really give me hours to spare, but this time I really convinced her otherwise, and she did it for me. And that's something that really surprised me, because it's like, damn, usually I don't get much hours from her. I usually have to like beg her, but this time I just kind of like went up to her, asked her, and she gave it to me. Now, another thing that I noticed on semen retention is I'm more determined to fix my flaws. Now, I don't want to give all the credit to semen retention, but this is mixed with semen retention and me not being on social media. Ever since I took time off social media, it gave me more time to focus on myself, because here's the thing with social media. When you're on social media, you're worried too much about other people's lives, because all you see is other people. All you focus is on other people. All you care about is other people. But since I took time off of social media, all that attention, all that love went straight to me. So with that, I decided to fix my flaws. One of my flaws was talking to girls, and I improved this skill tremendously over the past 100 days. I mean, I was really shitty. Now, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty damn good. I started to tap into my smooth side. I started to tap into my game, and I'm finally able to shoot my shot, dribble the basketball. Before, I couldn't even pick up the basketball. Before, I couldn't even dribble. But now I'm dribbling. Now I'm crossing over, shooting shots, shooting threes in the corner, So my game really improved just because I'm more focused to fix my flaws. Another flaw that I had about myself was my body. Now, my body's getting better. It's getting better every single month. I'm seeing growth and muscle growth and changes every time I look in the mirror, and that just shows that you are more determined to fix whatever is wrong about yourself. You're not going to let problems linger. You're going to be like, you know what? I've had this problem all my life. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of being insecure. I'm going to fucking fix it. And that's exactly what semen retention does. It gives you the mindset. It gives you the ambition. It gives you the drive to go out and fix anything that is wrong with you. Anything that you seem not to be comfortable with. Anything that you see in yourself that you want to fix. Semen retention will give you that push for you to go out and fix it. Now, another thing that I experienced on semen retention is I have no more social anxiety. Social anxiety was not something that I struggled with a lot, but I will admit I've had it plenty of times. I know what social anxiety feels like. There's been times where before I would clock into work, I would sit in my car and just feel nervous. I would feel nervous for no reason. I would feel nervous just because I have to walk into the break room and clock in. I felt nervous. I felt like people were going to watch me. I felt like people were going to judge. I felt like people had something to say. But nowadays, I just walk in there with my walk. I walk in there with swagger. I walk in there with my confidence. I walk in there with my chest out. And I don't care what anybody else has to say about me, because I know who I truly am as a person. And I give thanks to semen retention for that, because semen retention made me find out who I truly am. And it made me connect back to who I truly am as a person. It made me find my true self. And I can't thank semen retention enough. It really did change my life. It changed my life for the better. This is not bullshit. I'm not trying to shove this narrative that semen retention is something you have to do. I'm not trying to give y'all this product. I'm not trying to persuade y'all to do anything, because I know a lot of you guys look at this shit like it's stupid, but it's coming from somebody who struggled with confidence issues, who struggled with talking to girls, who struggled with putting myself out there in public. Take it from me, semen retention changed my life for the better, and I want you guys to try this. You have to try this. If you're somebody out there that struggles with everything that I used to struggle with, you need to try this. And you would be doing yourself a disservice by not trying this practice. It's going to change your life. It changed mine. It changed many other YouTubers' lives. It changed everybody's lives. So why not pick it up and actually try it? Now, this is the good part of the video. I know y'all were waiting to see this part. I almost got in a couple of fights while practicing semen retention. Now, I may have exaggerated a little bit. The first two fights were kind of like, they almost turned into altercations, but the third time it actually almost turned into a fight. So I'm going to say 2 altercations, almost 1 fight. So the 2 altercations, right? I was at Target, right? And I see people walking out of the store all the time. I seen this one guy, and I'm not going to lie. I'm a very, very, like, arrogant. I have, like, a sense of arrogance about me. Like, I have a little cockiness in me. So me practicing semen retention, I knew that my eye contact was engaged, so I was staring at this dude. So I will admit, I was kind of in the wrong by staring into this dude's soul, but I was literally staring into this dude's soul as he was walking into the store, and I could tell he didn't like that, because as soon as he walked past me, he turned around and looked me up and down, and I seen it in the corner of my vision, but I didn't say anything because I'm at work. I'm not gonna do anything. Another time, it's the same exact thing. A guy was walking out the store. I was walking in. I made eye contact with him. He went out, and I noticed, like, when I was in the store looking back out to the parking lot, I noticed he was like, I'ma just like reenact it. He was kind of like this. It's like, man, what the fuck you looking at, bro? Man, don't fucking look at me, bro. He was kind of like walking backwards, staring at me, and he seemed very upset that I was looking at him. But now the third time, this is where I actually almost got into a fight. Now, I was walking to the gym, and I looked out to the parking lot. I looked in this direction, and I seen this guy looking at me. Now, me, I don't look away from anybody. That's not what I do. So I look him back, and I'm like, do I know you? And he's like, I don't know you. I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? And I was like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, don't look at me. And he was like, what are you gonna do? And he was like, I'll beat your ass. I'm like, you're not gonna do shit. You're not gonna do shit. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do shit. And he took his backpack off, and he was about to cross the street to come and fight me. But I kept giving him that stare. I kept giving him that death glare. And he knew not to fuck with me. He knew, like, he probably saw my spirit guides right behind me with, like, their arms over my shoulder, like, yo, if you fuck with Tomito, we gonna fuck you up. So yeah, but yeah, he was just barking, and I told him, like, yo, you're all talk, like, you won't do shit. And I just walked in the gym, and he was like, oh, I don't know what he said, but he was just like, buh, and I was like, exactly, you're just all talk, you're not gonna do shit. So I walked in the gym, and yeah. So in conclusion, from my personal experience, from everything that I've been through in these past 100 days, I would totally say that semen retention is worth it. I would say that this is something that a lot of guys need to practice. Not a lot of guys. Every guy needs to practice this. Every guy needs to implement this into their lifestyle and start practicing semen retention, because I said it once and I'm going to say it again. It changed my life for the better. I was a kid who started watching porn at the maybe around the age of 11, 12, and I've been watching it ever since. And just a couple months ago, I found out about this challenge, and I partaked in it, and it changed my life. It totally changed my life for the better. You know, ever since I started semen retention, I started YouTube. I've been working on my business. I've been working on my body. I've been working on my game. I've been working on how I look. I've been working on every single thing about myself. And semen retention gave me that boost that I needed to complete everything that I need to do in my life. And it gave me that boost and ambition to go out and chase my fucking dreams and do what I want to do with my life. So with all that being said, thank y'all for sticking through the video. I hope a lot of you guys listen to what I have to say, listen to all the benefits, listen to all my experiences, and then the ball's in your court. If you want to do this, go ahead, do it. You're not going to regret it. If you don't want to do it, you're doing yourself a disservice, and I'm going to say that to you. And yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. If y'all let this video motivated, if y'all let this video inspired, or if you let this video a better person, then I did my part. Other than that, peace, love, positivity. I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Peace.